Hey guys, so it's the end of day 5, I believe it's still day 5. Yep. So it's the end of day 5. I'm back in my hotel. Actually, this is a new hotel, because we're now chilling out in Jerusalem. Yep. For those of you playing at home, it is Jerusalem that you're thinking of. So anyway, today was pretty sick, and so this morning I gave you a bit of an update on that. Only you wouldn't have got the video yet because I haven't had the internet, so it's not actually online, but these next 3 videos will all come out in one chunk, and that's basically what's been happening anyway, so that's all good, no dramas. But yeah, so today I went to a few places, and it was awesome. First of all, I went to this place called Masada. I think that's how it's pronounced, probably not, but either way, it's like this kind of fortress, right? Like this walled city on the top of a mountain. It's so well protected, so well fortified. For those of you that have seen Lord of the Rings, think of, I think it's called Minas Tirith or something. Don't remember. But the city that's like full barricaded, absolute beast of a city. If you're trying to attack this, good luck kind of thing. And so there's this city, and it's on this top, like massive surface, very well fortified, like perfect spot to build a kingdom because you're going to be very safe. And there were a bunch of Jews living there and stuff. And the Romans attacked them. And they actually got attacked, and it took the Romans 3 years, right? 3 years to build a ramp of dirt and stuff, basically gradually making its way up to where this city was. And they did it, and they made the ramp, and there was this mad kind of little battle going on, and then the Romans managed to basically finally get to the point where they could get in there, and they thought, we'll go in the morning. So they called it a night, and over that night, the Jews went and had their little meeting and thought, what are we going to do? We're about to get killed. And what they decided is it's going to be better for us to kill ourselves. Basically mass suicide. I think it was 970 people. So they thought it's better to do that than to die by the sword of a Roman, or to get captured and become slaves or whatever. And so they elected 10 of their best warriors to basically go through their entire crew and kill their own family, their own wife, their own kids and everything. And then from that 10, they elected 1 to kill the other 9, and then that 1 had to fall on his own sword and kill himself. So by the time the Romans got in there the next morning, everyone's wiped out, except, I think it was 2 women and a few kids, and they were left behind to basically tell the story. So that was intense, and so we went and we actually saw this massive ramp. I think my dad's going to have photos up on there, so if you do have him on Facebook, check that out. Otherwise, they'll circulate over Facebook. Dave takes a lot of photos. But yeah, so that was awesome. We got to actually see the spot where the massive ramp was, and it's still there. And the whole thing. So that was insane. Then after that, we went to a place called Qumran, which I was so excited for because I had read up on this place before going. And it's basically where the Dead Sea Scrolls were founded. And if you don't know what that is, there were basically I'm pretty sure hundreds and hundreds of documents of parts of the Bible kind of thing, and they were some of the earliest ones that we have access to. Prior to this discovery, we didn't have access to them, and basically there was a group of people that dedicated their lives to writing out the scriptures really, really carefully, and that kind of thing. And they were a very secretive kind of group. They kind of kept their information to themselves, lived off by themselves, hidden in some hills where people can't see them, and they were very, very secretive. And eventually they all got wiped out, so they all died, and they hid a whole lot of these scrolls with all this stuff written on it in these jars in all kinds of different places. And because they all got wiped out, no one knew where these things were. And they only got discovered less than 100 years ago. It was 1946, I believe. And so the story goes that there was basically a kid, from a shepherd kind of, he was had his sheep and all that kind of thing. And anyway, he throws a rock into a cave, and instead of hearing the random, clank sound of the rock hitting a wall in a cave, he hears a smash, and he's like, what in the world is that? So he, climbs into this cave that they didn't even know was there. It was really kind of well hidden. But his rock happened to go that way, and he goes in, looks around, and he finds kind of hidden in there these massive jars, and they're filled with these scrolls, which are what we refer to as the Dead Sea Scrolls. And total game changer in terms of, you know, Christian history and, you know, knowing if the Bible's real or not and everything. I remember doing assignments on this stuff, and it was so cool to actually see the cave, the actual cave that this kid found. You know, I stood there and I saw it, and I got photos of it on my phone, and it's awesome, you know, absolutely tripping out. But it was so exciting to see that there, and, you know, these are some of our oldest copies that we have now, and now we can get that old copy, compare it to what we've got today, and go, you know, has anything changed, what are the differences, blah, 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 and remarkably, it is, like, spot on. It's so cool. But yeah, and so we went to that place, the Qumran place, and then from there we went to Jericho. So again, for those of you playing at home, the walls of Jericho, that whole story of the people marching around the city for like 7 days, blowing trumpets and stuff, and then these massive walls just collapsed. Yeah, we went there. We saw you know, some of these ruins and remains in this place of Jericho, and, you know, where the walls would have been, and, you know, that kind of thing. And oh man, so intense just to see this stuff and just let it become so real, you know. And the mountain that the story of Jesus getting tempted by Satan, and Satan's all like, you know, if you really are the Son of Man, turn these rocks into bread and blah blah blah. There's a particular mountain that they believe that's where that happened. We got to see that as well, which is, you know, nuts to think that, you know, Jesus was walking around right there, legit on that piece of dirt. He was walking around there, and this is where that was taking place. That intense stuff. And so basically now I'm in bed, about to go to sleep at the end of day 5 here in Jerusalem. Tomorrow we're going to explore Jerusalem a bit and go through other stuff, but I'll tell you all about that in the morning, because I'll read it from the actual itinerary thing. And that's pretty much it for tonight. I just want to fill you guys in on everything. Also, I got a little bonus clip for you from an amazing thing that I found at breakfast time. It blew my mind. It was the greatest thing, but, you know, stuff later on might have topped that. But it was so cool. So either way, stay tuned. Love you guys so much. Can't wait to see you again. Really starting to miss home. Particularly, you know, our youth crew and our church crew and everyone else that's watching this. Like, just love you guys, and can't wait to see you and speak to you. And yeah, that's about that. So that's it from me. So okay, love you, bye. There's my dad sitting over there. Give us a wave, bro. Yay! Sick. Alright, well, I'll catch you guys tomorrow, hopefully. Hopefully this video will get up soon, and love you guys. Catch you later. Yeah, okay, bye.